Courage is the solution to despair. Reason provides no answers. We can't know what the future will bring. We have to choose despite uncertainty.
Hi, I'm Spencer Raymond, and today I'll be discussing tone, specifically in regards to the movie First Reformed. First Reformed is a film directed by Paul Schrader, starring Ethan Hawke, about a reverend's slow descent into insanity, and has an incredibly dark, dreary, and depressing tone that stays consistent throughout the movie. A movie's tone is extremely important, and it can mean the difference between a good movie or a bad movie. This can also make for a very confusing experience, and it's hard to feel invested in a film that can't decide what it wants to be. For example, take the recent movie Captain Marvel. Throughout the entire film, the audience is constantly told that what is happening on screen is very serious and that lives are at stake. But when the final battle that the entire movie had been building up to broke out, the song Just a Girl by No Doubt played. Now don't get me wrong, I like this song, but it's entirely inappropriate for the tone of this movie. So while other movies either don't set up their tone well or have an inconsistent tone, First Reform successfully and consistently implements a dreary and depressing tone using its audio, set design, and cinematography. One of the ways that First Reform sets up its tone is by using its set design. Like I mentioned before, this movie is depressing, as it covers extremely heavy subject matter, thus having lots of vibrant colors and exciting sets like Guardians of the Galaxy or the Grand Budapest Hotel would not fit the tone. Most of the set design consists of very simple decorations with an emphasis on the color gray, and there are light touches of blue throughout the environment of the film. According to the Harvard Medical School, when someone is depressed, the world may seem flat or monochrome, even tinged with blue and gray. This shows how the film uses its set design to portray its depressing and dreary tone. Another way that First Reform implements its tone is through the cinematography. According to director and producer David Gordon Green, the camera should be placed in order to get enough of an expression in the human face, but also the background. Throughout the film, the camera mostly stays stationary, only cutting between characters that are having a conversation. This is used to put an emphasis on the characters and the emotions that they are feeling in that moment. Also, the stationary camera adds to the tone of the movie. Using quick and flashy camera movements can give a scene life and excitement, which is often used in movies to show something disorienting, like a fight scene, or something happy and exciting, like a party. First Reformed is neither of these things. It is slow and dreary, so having the camera not move and focus on the characters adds to the tone by being static, like the life of the main character. The camera has no motion until the last shot of the movie, a 1-minute section which only takes up 0.8% of the entire film. The last way that First Reform successfully implements its tone is by using its audio. Since 1927, with the creation of the film The Jazz Singer, the first film to have recorded music, music has been an important part of the filmmaking process, and a good music choice that fits the movie's tone can really add to the emotion of a scene, while a bad choice, like the earlier mentioned Captain Marvel, can ruin a scene or even an entire movie. So how does First Reform successfully do this? Well, it actually doesn't do it at all. There is practically no music in this movie. The only music comes from actual characters practicing or singing in church, but there really is no music behind each scene. So what does this do? To me, this creates a feeling of loneliness and dread, which really emphasizes the depressing nature and tone of this film. The main character lives a lonely and empty life, so this lack of music really works with the tone. Also, in his video Martin Scorsese, The Art of Silence, Tony from Every Frame a Painting mentions that silence can make a creepy scene even creepier, which works really well with the incredibly tense and creepy scenes in First Reformed. Using all these techniques, First Reform is able to successfully create a consistently bleak and dismal tone that can leave an emotional impact on any viewer. So the next time you watch a movie, ponder these things. Think about a movie's audio, cinematography, and set design, and how it uses these to implement its tone. It makes for a much more thoughtful viewing experience. Thank you for watching.